Hello and welcome to Smaulgld's Perth Mint Silver Sales update for the month of January 2017. Silver sales spike at the Perth Mint 186% in January. Big month for silver sales at the Perth Mint. Perth Mint silver sales were 1,230,867 ounces, up 186% from December 2016 sales of 430,009 ounces. January sales were the 6 month out of 12 for the past 12 that sales at the Perth Mint of silver topped 1 million ounces. However, year over year, January 2017 Perth Mint sales fell 16.5% from January 2016 sales of 1.473 million ounces. Gold sales at the Perth Mint now appear to be back, but we're not quite sure because January usually is a strong month as dealers stock up. We did not see a lot of momentum going into the end of the year for silver sales, but we saw very strong momentum in gold sales at the Perth Mint, gold sales at the US Mint, and we saw that carry through again in January. We'll see that tomorrow in the Perth Mint gold sales update. But let's take a look at silver sales at the Perth Mint in January. You can see they topped 1 million, up big from December, but you can see we've had a soft patch here. And as we go further down, there's another chart that shows longer term the spike that we got from the introduction of the Australian silver kangaroo in September 2015, where they sold over 3.5 million ounces that month. That lasted for almost a year, and then the sales started to die down. We'll see the longer chart in a bit as we scroll down. There's your plea for donations. Smaulgld is entirely funded, has no Google AdSense, entirely funded by our loyal listeners. And you can donate via PayPal or Bitcoin. That's very much appreciated. I'm getting some donations. I really like that. Also, we are funded by sales of gold and silver bullion, including Perth Mint silver coins. So if you're interested in buying these coins as we discuss them, you can check out the banners on the site or the links on the site. You can compare bullion dealers, prices, and shipping. Make your selection and buy. It's not a investment advice to buy gold or silver, but if you've made that decision, it's the right thing for you. Buying through Smaulgld could work out for you because you get to compare a number of different. You saw that was Smaug in his gold. You get to choose from a number of quality bullion dealers and make your selection, and Smaulgld gets a small commission. Also on the site, we have emergency food and Amazon links where you can also support the site and help yourself out by making your purchases there. Now, let's look again at the January sales and put them into context with the US Mint and prior sales at the Perth Mint. So 1.2 million ounces is a pretty decent amount for the Perth Mint. It was up 186% from December, which was a pretty low month last year. A little lower than January 2017, 16% lower, but still a pretty solid month. However, we saw there was a kind of weak patch at the end of last year. Really, post-Brexit, silver sales did not take off, whereas gold sales did. Not quite sure why that was. It could be the price of silver had risen, but even as the price fell, we did not see the pickup in silver sales that we saw in gold. And silver sales fell dramatically at the US Mint last summer and also at the Perth Mint. Gold sales continued to be strong all year. Now, silver sales did pick up towards the end of last year when they introduced this guy, the Australian silver rooster coin. That is sold out. You can still buy it. The mint, though, has no more of the 300,000 to sell to retail outlets, but a lot of the retail outlets still have this coin. In fact, let's see if there's one left here. I think this is going to be, who's going to sell us this coin? JM Bullion. Yep, they still got them. So if you want that coin, you can buy. There's a pretty much of a premium on it, though. It's a $31 coin, but it is a limited edition. Nice looking coin there. Click to buy, it says. Smaulgld probably make $1 on that one. No, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I'm not going to give away the commission structure, but it's more than that if you buy those coins. Perth Mint versus U.S. Mint silver. It doesn't cover expenses, but it is appreciated when you do buy your silver and gold through Smaulgld. Silver sales at the U.S. Mint rose 2,036% in January. Now that's because the U.S. Mint only sold 240,000 Silver Eagles in December, and then of course they sold 5 point whatever million in January this year. So it was a big increase. But the difference between the U.S. Mint and the Perth Mint doesn't shut down everything in December. The U.S. Mint basically stopped selling Silver Eagles in the first week of December, as the Perth Mint remained open. So the Perth Mint did have lower December sales and higher January sales, but the U.S. Mint had an atrocious December. And I compared that to other Decembers. It was very low. I don't know what the U.S. Mint was thinking. Maybe they shut down because the authorized purchasers had enough of the 2016, didn't need any more, and they were ready to start stocking for the 2017. But you see, in December of 2015, the U.S. Mint sold 2.3 million. So it's not like the U.S. Mint shuts down early on purpose. They always shut down a little early. They don't work towards through Christmas or anything. But looks like they closed down early this year because there probably wasn't the demand for the silver coins. There's your silver kangaroo. That's another coin you can buy through the site. That has four nines, I believe, now, and in the 2017 and also 2016 version had 4 9. So it's a pure silver coin. Got the kangaroo there on the back, on the outback, and you got your queen on the front. There's a pitch to donate to Smaulgld. Now that coin, if you guys remember, that was introduced at a time when there was a quote silver shortage. It wasn't actually a shortage of silver, it was a shortage of planchets and pre-struck blanks that the Canadian Mint and the U.S. Mint got caught short-handed, and they could not produce enough silver coins to meet demand. There was a surge in demand, but the Perth Mint, being not only a mint, but they are a refiner, and then they make the planchets. So they were able. The United States Mint farms that stuff out, has done for years. So the United States Mint couldn't just start printing up more silver coins. They had the silver on hand. They just didn't have the blanks to print the eagle on and the Lady Liberty, and the Canadian Mint was caught short-handed too. But the Australian Mint stepped up, and then normally the Canadian Mint, I mean the Perth Mint, did not make a bullion coin. They made these limited edition coins like that rooster, the koala, the kookaburra. They made those in limited amounts, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, but they weren't making millions of those, and frankly, there wasn't that much of a demand for them. So they made them in the proper amounts, so they knew that they were more of a collector coin than a bullion coin, semi-numismatic, and people liked the fact that they had limited mintages. But this Australian coin was introduced basically to fill, if people wanted to buy a coin, dollar or two over spot. And this was a decent idea on the Perth Mint. They had the ability to make them, and they filled a void, and they did sell, a decent amount of silver, and they still do, from this coin. It's kind of tailed off a bit because also now they're competing back again with the U.S. Mint and the Canadian Mint and the Austrian mints for silver bullion coins. But there have been people that have taken a liking to this coin, and they make their stack out of these coins. Nothing wrong with that. They're 1 ounce, as I said, 999 coins. So it's a decent option for a lot of people. They're slightly less expensive than Eagles, and even slightly less expensive than Maple Leaf. So ounce of silver is an ounce of silver. You got the queen just like you got on the Canadian, so that's a wash, and then you get the kangaroo in the back there. So the question is the Australian silver kangaroo bouncing back? Well, let's take a look. You can read this stuff on the website, my little analysis here, but you could see here, maybe. I mean, the Perth Mint never sold, as you can see. This isn't a lot. It was always under 1,000,000 ounces, and that was because they were selling kookaburras, koalas, and roosters, and other collector coins, and they would sell a lot at the beginning of the year, but then they sell a few 100,000. Then boom, there's your kangaroo introduction, and it kind of carried through. And it was really selling over 1 million every month for 9 months in a row. And then you had this Brexit period. Then it bounced back in September, October last year, then back down. It looks like, though, if silver sales are decent, that this coin will probably average around a million, and that the Perth Mint will probably sell, 10, 12, 15 million ounces of silver a year, up from, the 4, 5, 6 million they used to sell. There's other Perth Mint coins on this link. I've got links also in the underneath this YouTube video. You can check them out. You can compare pricing and shipping, and you can buy your coins that way. You can also donate through those links below the YouTube. But please visit the site. You can see the charts a lot better. All right, what else do we got? Oh, yeah, what's your favorite preferred silver coin? I don't know if I voted on this yet. Let's see how we are. Okay, Canadian, you can vote on this. There's a link on the web page. There's a link below this YouTube video. You can vote. And this represents what the Smaulgld viewers, the ones who watch these videos, because most people, I get 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views on the other YouTube videos, but the Perth Mint ones, you only get a few hundred, so you get a smaller sample. Let's see, what is your preferred silver coin? I don't want to say the eagle. I really think it's overpriced. I know everybody else likes it. I don't necessarily love it. The maple leaf, I don't like the queen on the front. I don't like the kangaroo as much as I like the koala. The pandas are very nice too. The libertads are nice. I'm going to go with panda. Let's see what happens here. Panda. All right, panda. Oh, 4 votes. It looks like the most popular coin of the people who watch these videos is the silver eagle and the Canadian maple leaf. And given that this is a video about kangaroos, I'm surprised it didn't do better. Nobody loves the koala. That was my second pick. The Britannia got 1 vote. Anyway, make sure you vote on that. Thanks very much for listening. Tomorrow we will have gold sales at the Perth Mint. Then we're going to have American gold buffalo sales, and then the platinum eagle is back. We'll have something on that. Then the America the Beautiful coins. Then we'll also have the CIA, the update on the CIA series on the gold market. We'll have tomorrow, in case you missed it, on Donald Trump and the gold and equities market. Lots coming up, so make sure you subscribe to this channel, but even more important, subscribe to Smaulgld.com and keep those donations coming. Thank you.